We're good? I always ask Walter that. Hello, everybody. Anybody who's there, probably nobody.
Nobody yet.
But yeah, Walter and I are live. That's Walter over there. I'm Dwight. And the camera's not doing what we want it to do. Walter's trying to figure it all out, much like life itself. And I'm feeling weird today. Yeah. Anyway.
What's the matter with you, Dwight? Why are you feeling blue?
No, not blue. Just weird. I don't know. It's a strange sensation today.
You trying to say I'm contagious?
Well, that could be. Walter's weird. Yes. We had a long discussion about that before. But Walter and I are both weird. Yeah. But listen, so I got a bunch of stuff that we could do today. If you want, we'll just do or we could use the wheel. We did the wheel the first week, right? And then we stopped doing the wheel.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to multitask and put up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He's letting people know on Instagram that we'll be live 45 seconds ago.
We're going to be halfway through the thing. Oh, shit.
Anyway, there's always tons to talk about. And we have our steady topics that we like to discuss. We have our what are they? Heroes in the news, trapped on a desert island, which I think we're going to scrap that one. Yeah. And I was telling you, I think I want to do the Fat Man's Corner, but I'll explain that to you after the show. Okay. But I think it would be a good segment called the Fat Man's Corner. And we could make fun of fat people, including myself, because I've gained a lot of weight back, man. And it bothers me. Like, it's really been getting to me because I'm almost at the weight now that I was when I began losing all the weight. And as a consequence, I can't breathe again, and my joints are hurting, and it's really bad. Now, I remember telling you, like, when I was going through with all the weight loss and everything, like, somebody called me fat phobic online. You know, it was on, not Reddit, what's the other, Quora. I was on Quora, and this young lady, she was very offended by what I had to say about fat. You know, and it was really, this was a couple of years ago. This was 2022. And it was almost exactly three years ago. In fact, probably a little bit more. I think it was in like February of 22. And I was like right in the midst of losing 120 pounds and working out every day and everything. And she called me fat phobic. And I paused. And I was like, fuck, man, you get canceled before you get started, you know. And but it caused me to really reflect on it, you know, like I really had to reflect on, is this okay? And something inside of me said, no, it's all right. Fuck this. You are fat phobic. And I am, man. Like, I don't want to be fat. And it's not about looks. Like, you know, all of these people out there, I'm beautiful at any size. Number one, that's a lie. You're fucking lying to yourself, man. I don't feel beautiful in any way, shape, or form. But it's also about health. I mean, you're not healthy at any size. People who say, "Oh, you're healthy at any size," are under 40. Like they're not over 40 yet. And even people under that, like, and this girl, as a matter of fact, so we started having this thing. I said, "You're absolutely right. I am fat phobic," and I told her I just had my knee replaced 2 years before that. I said they were talking about replacing the other one. They were talking about a hip replacement. I had.
You were about to be bionic, man.
Well, but not in a good way. Like, that shit is not really bionic. It's just like holding together all the globs of fat. You know, it's like, and
just gluing you back together.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, and they're trying to strengthen up some of the parts. You know, of the parts of you that are going, fuck, man, I can't handle this. And that's what my knees were at and stuff. You know. And I said, like, you're obviously under 40, because how do you know? Like I was looking at her, you know, she knew that, like, I guessed it. She was well under 40. I said, because you don't have bad hips yet. You don't have bad knees yet. I said, but you will. Keep going the way you're going, and all that shit's going to happen to you. If you're not diabetic already, you will be diabetic. I mean, I'm back to being pre-diabetic and all this other shit, you know, like I'm scared to go to the doctor because I know what he's going to say, you know. I know Dr. Roth is going to be like, dude, we talked about this. You know, we're going to have to put you on fucking insulin and shit like that, and I don't want to do that. Like, so we need to do the Fat Man's Corner. And what the Fat Man's Corner is going to be is just basically giving me shit for being fat. And every week I want to weigh in, and we'll see what happens week to week if I can lose this fucking weight. And I getting back, like, I want to get back to what I was doing. The goal is to lose the fucking weight. There isn't a goal.
No, goal weight.
No. The goal.
No
there is
goal
no
weight.
goal weight. There wasn't last time. I didn't have a goal weight last time. You know, look, I followed this thing called Bright Line Eating. And you know, I've talked about this a lot. And the woman who wrote the book, the fuck is her name? Paige. Hold on. It's worth looking into. This woman wrote this book, right? And I can't believe I can't remember her name. I'm getting.
Yeah, I should remember her name too. I always had
You've heard it here it is. Susan Pierce Thompson, right?
That's it.
This woman's fucking brilliant, man. I don't care. She's brilliant, and she wrote this book called Bright Line Eating. Now I read this book, and she's one of my people, you know. And when I say that, she's in recovery, and she talks about it, so I'm not, you know, divulging anything on her or anything like that. And she wrote this book called Bright Line Eating, and basically it talks about the addiction to food, to sugar and starch and all this other shit, right? And she basically says you have an addiction to sugar and flour. And it's absolutely true. And when I cut those things out, like my cravings went down. Like it was really good. And unfortunately, I got back on it. You know, it's something you have to. It's like, look, you know, I'm in recovery. I don't use any mood or mind altering substances. Supposedly, you sit there watching porn till your dick hurts. Big pizza pie sitting next to me, you know, like
Just
all
wait
this
for
shit.
the OnlyFans.
And that's it. And just sitting there going, thank God I'm in recovery. Thank God I don't use drugs. Those things will kill you.
Well, don't you think it's human nature that we get addicted to something? It's just some are more.
Yes, I do. I do believe that almost
You get
everybody.
addicted to work. You get addicted to exercise.
listen,
you get addicted.
Some
to
people are addicted
everything.
to really good shit, right?
Yeah.
Some
It all
people.
depends on your addiction, or your habit, or your, you know,
There are
routine.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Some people do healthy. They exhibit it in healthy ways. You know, they meditate for 2 hours a day or whatever. They fucking exercise 2 hours a day, and they go to work. Like, none of my. I always used to say it would be great if I could just get addicted to exercise and broccoli, like, and it don't work that way for me.
I'm addicted to broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Stay in school.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kiddies. That's just what'll happen. Anyway,
All of a sudden, Abbey Road sounds like something else to you.
yeah.
You end up on a trip,
I didn't understand the reference.
a
There.
mind trip.
Oh, I would think that you would choose the Magical Mystery Tour.
I'm
more.
wearing Abbey Road. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Because Magical Mystery
I
Tour.
would have went to
been
Sergeant Pepper, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper, I like.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Yeah. It was a good album.
Lovely
Not my
Rita.
favorite Beatles album.
Come
Abbey
on.
Road is my
You
favorite
got
Beatles
Lovely
album.
Rita.
Yeah.
A song about nothing.
Yeah, she's a meter maid. Yeah. Yeah.
Just one day.
Yeah.
I saw a meter maid.
Yeah.
I really want to boinker.
I have Paul McCartney's book on his lyrics. It was really good. But anyway, Fat Phobia. Let me finish that. Because this girl, she got down on me for being fat phobic. And I'm back to being fat phobic. I can't do this because it's really taking a toll on me, man. I can't fucking breathe. You know, I wake up in pain again. And I went through, like, one of the first things I noticed when I lost pain, right, was I stopped waking up in pain when I lost all that weight. And I could breathe, you know, like Walter and I went for a walk 2 days ago, right? We walked 4 blocks from my house. It wasn't good. Walter's like, we can do this all the time, you know. This is fine. And I don't think so, Walter. And I was walking, 3 miles a day plus doing another workout. Like I did the 75 fucking hard, man. I did it. I completed the 75 hard 2 years ago. And you would never know it by looking at me today. And it bothers me. It really does. And I want to get back to that. I don't want to do it. So we're going to do the Fat Man's Corner. We'll start that next week. I'm going to incorporate it. And it's real quick. Like we're going to do a scale, and then I'll let Walter mock me if I didn't lose any weight.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do this, man. I'm too young, man. I'm only 62 years old, and if I keep going this way, I'm going to have a heart attack at 64. I'm going to be dead. And I really don't want to die. I got a good life, man. I really do. Like, I enjoy my life. And, yeah, so we'll do that. All right?
Yeah.
And you'll get to mock me.
Yeah.
Freely.
Sure.
Yeah. And those are the Ray-Bans, right?
These?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nephew's,
American Psycho.
My nephew's telling me he's got the Wayfarers, which is what those are. Yeah?
I'm not sure.
But they got them now
with the style?
with the AI in them.
Oh, yeah, with the cameras and everything.
Yeah, and you look at shit and it tells you where it's available and all this other stuff. Like, it's really fucking cool. Yeah. I would like to get a pair, but they're expensive. And they don't, like, to have a prescription put in them is really expensive. And I need a prescription for everything. My eyes are fucked. But, why did I mention bright line eating again?
My eyes are fucked. I'm fat.
Yeah, this woman here, Susan Pierce Thompson, and she talks about the addiction and getting off that stuff. And she's an interesting person because like she talks in her book about smoking meth and crack and shit like that. And like I related to this woman right off the bat. Oh, that's what it was. We were talking about everybody's addicted to something, right? Mm-hmm. And it's absolutely true. But you can get addicted to doing the right thing. Like you can make recovery from food, especially in addiction, become obsessed with fucking weighing and measuring your food and all that shit. What's the matter now, Walter? It's all right. You were still getting to know all this shit. We got to fix the camera because the camera keeps tracking me.
Dave said it's low, so I'm trying to pump up the volume a little.
Pump up the Dave! Dave's not here, man.
I don't want to distort it. There's only so much we could go up.
What is it? It's the output though that we got to work on then, yeah.
Yeah, the output.
I know Dave.
Your fucking camera that Dave likes to follow your head.
Turn up your camera. Turn up your thing, Dave. That might help.
He's probably got it all the way turned up.
You think so? He always did like shit loud. Dave had a Buick, an old Buick, and he'll remember this, and the speakers were blown in it, and he still turned the fucking music all the way up in it. I remember that shit.
I've been there.
We were driving one time, and I told Dave, almost got us killed, man. I told him a light had turned green, and it didn't, because I figured he would have looked, and he didn't. We were also driving when he lost the brakes, I think, and I think he was on that Buick. It may have been, I think he had an El Camino at one time too, and we went up, there was a place up in Wayne, New Jersey, and he lost the fucking brakes, and he went up on this embankment. It was up by a funeral home in Wayne, New Jersey, and there was a cop right behind us, and he pulled over, and Dave and I, but the cop told him, what a great piece of driving, son, because he said, what the fuck is up with you, and Dave said, I lost the brakes, I had to take it up, and thank God he was driving, because if it was me, we would have been dead. I don't know what to do. But Dave's a great driver, a great guy too, man. Dave's a great guy. Anyway, it's good to have you in my life, Davey. We got to hang out soon. Anyway.
Maybe also make sure you talk like right into the mic like this.
Dude.
You see save that for OnlyFans, but like when you talk like this.
We're doing OnlyFans. Walter and I, we have an account. For some reason, they won't verify us yet.
And I can't wait.
Yeah. So we're going to be on OnlyFans. Because on OnlyFans, you can do and say basically anything, right? Because anything goes.
So it'll be Trash TV Live uncensored to the fullest extent.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Well, we're gonna do porn reviews, which is a big corn. We got to call it corn here. It was just fucking stupid. But
Yeah, God forbid we might get demonetized.
yeah, that's true. We can say whatever we want, right?
We're free.
Yeah.
As of now.
Last week we had 34 viewers, which was pretty cool actually. We had 34 people that checked this out, and that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed doing this stuff. Yeah. So we have our hero for the week. Did I tell you who it was?
No. Should I go to the scene?
If Walter works hard on this. So yes, Walter, go to the scene. Hero of the week. Okay. So the hero of the week. Now, I was watching this thing. You know that this week they want to defund the NPR and PBS.
Oh, really?
Which I'm all for. A bunch of communist fucking douchebags, right? And they hate Republicans. And they had this blonde chick on from NPR. She's their CEO. Good looking broad too. And they're asking her, like everybody laughed, even people from her side laughed, because they said, do you think that NPR is biased? And she said, no, I don't think so. Everybody in the room laughed at her.
You were talking to me about this last
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, this just happened this week. Oh, yeah, but I saw you Tuesday. That's probably when we talked about it. Everybody laughed at her. And so I remember George Bush upping the amount that they gave him, and people in the Republican Party are like, why the fuck are you giving them more money? These people are never going to like you, right? And so I have my own story about PBS and just how fucking communist they are. So it goes back to when I was a kid, right? My mother used to read Aesop's fables. My mother read to me a lot. Maybe that's why I still read books. Did your mother read to you, Walter?
I don't know. We should give her a call.
She did, but she did it in Italian, so I have no idea what she was saying.
No, I told you. My mom used to test me for my spelling bees, or my spelling test and all that. And instead of organism, she said orgasm.
I remember that. Yeah.
And instead of condemn,
Pat, we know where your brain is at. Yeah.
Instead of condemn, she says condom.
Yeah.
And I had to correct her.
Very nice.
I don't know. I was in the third grade or some shit.
I'm in third grade. We don't talk about orgasm. Well, now, actually, if you were in third grade now, yeah, of course you would talk about it. You need to know about your orgasms, children.
She was ahead of her time.
For she is. So anyway, I'm watching this with my son. My son was still here, so it was before 2005. I was probably in the early 2005. And we're watching, what was the one with the aardvark? What's his name? Arthur. And my son, he knew the whole lineup. He watched PBS a lot, right? So he one of his favorite shows was Arthur. And I'm sitting, I used to watch TV with my kid because I like to have something to talk to him about. So I watched his shows. He watched mine. That was a good moment, too. I remember sitting, he asked me once, do you like Barney? And I said, honestly, no, I don't. And he said, well, why do you watch it? I said, well, because you like it, and I want to be able to talk to you, so that we can talk about things that we have in common, right? And one day we're watching the Mets game, and we're watching, and he's watching me watch the game, and he's getting excited when I get excited, right? And I said, you like watching baseball, huh? He said, no, not really. And I said, well, why do you watch it? He said, because you like it, and I want to be able to talk to you about it. And that was one of that was my son. That's the way he was. You know, he was a great kid, man. Anyway, 19 years, I still miss the kid. Anyway, so we're watching Arthur, and they said, and coming up is the old Aesop fable, The Ant and the Grasshopper. Now, it's real short. It's
oh, wow.
Quarter page.
That's my speed.
Yeah. Well, it was longer in the original. My mother would read the whole thing. But anyway, here it is. The ants and the grasshopper. This is the original. It says, on a cold, frosty day, the ants began dragging out some of the grain they had stored during the summer and began drying it. A grasshopper, half dead with hunger, came by and asked the ants for a morsel to save his life. What did you do this past summer? Responded the ants. Oh, said the grasshopper, I kept myself busy by singing all day long and all night too. Well then, remarked the ants as they laughed and shut their storehouse, since you kept yourself busy by singing all summer, you can do the same by dancing all winter. And then it says, idleness brings want. That was the message.
Damn.
They let that motherfucker die.
Damn.
That's the message. It's a great lesson to teach kids. And what does it tell you, right? Work hard, prepare for the future. And my friend Ross says all the time, the hurricanes are coming, right? Because shit is going to happen in your life, and you're going to need to draw on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not just financially, but spiritually. You know, in every way, shape, and form, you save for your future. You know, and basically, it teaches you about old age, about retirement, like taking care of yourself so that your future is secure and not having to depend on others to get by. So they say, you know, at the end of Arthur, they say, oh, coming up is the ants and the grasshopper. I said, let's watch this together. It's going to be a really good show. So they show this thing, and there's the ants all summer long. It opens up with the ants working in the summer, and they're sitting like you know, they're busy. They're moving grain. They're, you know, storing up. And there's the fucking grasshopper hanging out, chilling, right? Yeah, man, you ants, you work too hard. Oh, you're going to be sorry come this winter, right? And the winter comes, and the grasshopper knocks on the ant's door. And the ants answer, right? And I'm expecting the ants tell the grasshopper, go fuck yourself, yeah? Instead, the ants say, well, what do you need? Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, come on in. We'll feed you. Nothing. Didn't even make him work for it. Nothing. In response to this, for payment, what the grasshopper did for the ants was he taught them to dance and sing and enjoy life more. That was the message.
Mm-hmm.
Some communist fucking bullshit. But what they didn't show you was what happened next year. When fewer ants were willing to work.
Maybe the grasshopper was really Spider, and the ant was Joe Pesci, and it said, we'll let you in, but we'll go, dance, motherfucker, dance.
No, the grasshopper was Karl Marx. And the ants were the stupid Soviets who believed him. That's who that was.
So he distracted them
But
with
this
dance.
is what I'm telling you. They didn't show the follow-up where the next year fewer ants wanted to work, so more ants had to work, so fewer ants. But everybody wanted to enjoy it over the winter, and also the grasshopper started moving all his friends into the ant neighborhoods, and if the ants didn't provide for the grasshoppers, they called the ants racist. It said they didn't like them because they were just grasshoppers, and the ants tried saying, no, we don't like you because you're not working, and you're just taking out of our ant society, and you're not putting anything into it. And within 3 years, everybody was dead because nobody wanted to work because everybody was pulling from the fun, you see, because that's the way that shit really works. Yeah. Anyway, I was quite upset. So our hero for the week is the ants, the original ants, who let that motherfucking grasshopper die. Because that's what you should do. If people are unwilling to help themselves, right? It's all there for the taking. And if you're unwilling to help yourselves, not that you can't, but that you won't. You would rather sing and dance and play. I was in training at Verizon. It was 9X at the time. It was second day of training, and there was this kid in there, and I'll never forget. His last name was Stallone. It wasn't Sylvester. But I forget his first. I want to say it was Phil Stallone.
That's a crime.
And he was a communist.
You had such an Oh, that makes sense. You had such an opportunity with a strong last name like Stallone.
Yeah. And he fucked it
even
all up.
Even like Steven Stallone.
But we got to talking. He's telling me how if you get a pension from a company, you shouldn't be entitled to Social Security. Like we started talking politics, right? And this is 1995. Clinton's president. Yeah. And I said, what do you mean? I said, Social Security isn't a benefit. You pay into it. Like this is a retirement plan, a forced retirement plan. Yeah, but there are people that don't get that. I said, but through whose fault? I said, so if I party, like if I get paid a paycheck and I just party everything and piss it all away and I don't save for my future, I don't have a job that has a pension because I get fired every 6 months because I'm doing drugs or whatever. You don't think you think I should get the Social Security and the person who was diligent and worked like, yeah. So it was the day after payday, and I said to him, Do you have any money left from your paycheck? He said, yeah, why? I said, give it to me. Well, what do you mean? I said, I bought a bunch of cocaine yesterday. I got fucking high, and now I got to pay my rent. You were stupid enough to save your money. I pissed mine away, so give me your money. What?
Let me hold on to that
I said,
real
no,
quick.
just give it to just give me your fucking money. I said, we're going to be communists here. I said, I pissed mine away. You still have yours. You saved it for bills or some other stupid shit like that. Give me your money so I can pay my rent or I'll be out on the street. Well, that's just stupid. I said, yeah, isn't it? Isn't that stupid? Of course it's stupid.
Yep.
You know, but I always find that those people are much freer with my money than they are with their own. Coke guy, right? Like that's not
Nah.
your thing. Like you don't really do drugs outside of weed. Yeah. Walter does like his
I'm chill.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is. You are though. You are. That's why we were talking about that before. It's why we get along. Okay. So the Overhill bits of the week, please go away, is The View. the end, you know, and a few like really, really militant black people. And just like you really have to be a hate whitey person or an absolute conservative to watch that show. And The View is pretty much the same thing. Like I think these women are insane. I think Whoopi Goldberg is lost her fucking mind. I watch some of the outrageous shit that she does, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, do you really? The View is crazy, right? Because look, you could just put it is crazy, right? And you get 1 million hits. Like here, did you see Stephen A. Smith on there? It was a good clip.
No.
Here, hold on. Here, go ahead. Are we on?
Play it?
Yeah. What happened? It's plugged in here.
Let me make sure this is. It's always putting me on the wrong input. I don't know why. Go ahead.
It's playing.
Sorry. Wait. Hold on. Production.
All right.
Go ahead.
But and she's so ugly, man. Like, what the fuck was Ted Danson thinking? Of all the hot black chicks in the world, he wants to bang Whoopi. I thought she was Jewish. I thought she was a producer. I don't know.
Like he sees it, and he joins us at the table with his view of the election 2024.
She sounds drunk.
And where we go from here. Our soon-to-be neighbor, right over there. Please welcome Stephen A. Smith.
I'd like to get right to the clip. Hold on. You know what? Because I can find a better one. Stephen A. Because they hated him for this. Here it is. Stephen A. Smith, The View. It's a shorter clip. I don't want the whole thing.
What are we looking for here? Give me 40 seconds.
He's talking
He's
about.
only been in office for 6 weeks. Seems like 6 years, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And he's been.
She's such a miserable cunt. Like, what a miserable woman Joy Behar is. Now, what gives this woman any kind of more insight than anybody else? It's what I always wonder. Like, do you really believe what you say? And that's what I always wonder about these people. Do you really believe this shit? Do you really believe that transitioning 8-year-old children is a good idea?
Money in the bank.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Money
but
in
listen
the
to what
bank.
he says about the mandate, and this is Stephen A. Right?
Around with his cronies, touting his so-called
certainly not a conservative by any stretch of the imagination, right?
landslide and blowout win. But he won the popular vote by 1.5%, one of the smallest ever.
Watch what
and
he says.
And he won the general election by less than 50%. So what kind of mandate is this really?
Well, it is a mandate, and I'm going to explain why. And I don't mind the question, but let me be very clear. I'm no supporter of Trump. I'm a supporter of truth and the facts. And here's the facts. The man won every swing state. He increased in terms of his voter turnout in his favor from the standpoint of blacks, Latinos, and young voters. He increased his numbers in that regard from 2020. 89% of the counties shifted to the right.
Look at the look on her face.
That's a man.
She's so pissed that he's saying this. Look at this fucking wackadoodle.
We can sit up there and play around all we want to. In 2020,
look.
Trump didn't win the popular vote. He didn't win the electoral college vote. A matter of fact, the Republicans hadn't won the popular vote, if I remember correctly, since 2004. But they did this year. So 20 years after they last won the popular vote, they won the popular vote. They won the electoral college vote. The man won every swing state. And on top of it all, 89% of the counties shifted against. I don't understand how people can look at that and say, there's no mandate. There's a mandate.
Well, it's a different definition of a mandate.
It's a different definition. Define it my way, goddammit, because my way sounds better. Now here's what he says, and this is the and this is why you're the Overhill bitch of the week. Because even bitch was a little rough. Because we made Robert De Niro last week. Robert De Niro was our bitch of the week. So I should really start keeping track of who we make bitch of the week because
they could be recurring.
Yeah,
if they got new stuff going on.
All right, I'm gonna back that
There's
up a
no
second.
mandate. There's a mandate.
Well, it's a different
When that shit-
definition of a mandate, I
Well,
guess.
but the problem
does
is
that
that
mean?
if you're the Democratic
See,
Party,
these are
you-
people that can't define what a woman means, so it's easy to redefine mandate. That's easy. I just make up the words as I go along.
It's my own little fantasy.
Right.
Leave me alone.
3%, and you're looking at that 1.5% dip. That's an excuse for you to say, what we did really wasn't that bad.
some people didn't
we
show
should
up.
continue to do that.
Do you think
No,
that those-
don't continue to do
do
it.
you
Find a
think
new
that-
strategy.
But do you think those groups, the black voters, the Latino voters, and the others that you mentioned, are they going to regret it soon?
Possibly.
Says
I
the
don't
Jewish
like what I'm seeing
lady.
from Trump. I didn't like what
No,
I
she's
saw with
Italian.
Zelensky. I
She's
didn't
one
like
of
what I saw
yours.
with a few
Oh,
things, but in the
sorry.
in the end, the point, I didn't like it. But
In the Oval Office.
But in the end, what it comes down to is this.
She hates hearing this shit, man. She hates it.
Joy Behar.
The
She
American
sounds
people,
Jewish.
in their
She-
eyes, it
she
wasn't
may have
about
married a
him.
Jewish. That's her
they
married
were
name.
voting against what the Democrats were
Well,
throwing
look
in the
it up.
direction. I don't only talk to Cuomo. I did interview Eric Adams. I did interview Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. I interviewed these people. I've talked to them, and I'm going to talk to some more of them too. And I'm going to say the same message. What are you doing to win? I love Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland. I
do
love John
too. I
Kerry
love
of Pennsylvania. Okay, I just interviewed Cuomo. I like him a lot. I want somebody to step up and recognize that man in the Oval Office, whether you like it or not, is potent. He's coming and he wins.
He's
you
coming
gotta
all right.
find a
No
way
did
All
he?
over you, Joy, whatever
No,
the fuck.
did he?
Yeah.
to beat him. This way is not the way that the
Well,
Democrats have been doing it.
let's talk about how people are feeling about his performance, because a CNN poll this week found that 52% of people disapprove of Trump's performance in office so far. So even though he may have won
A CBS poll, which I don't trust anyway, but 52% is up for him, you know?
the election by less than 50%, 52% disapprove of what he's doing.
Okay.
We're also seeing Republican voters at town halls opposing his executive overreach, giving Elon Musk the
That's all
shadow
lies.
presidency.
That's all lie. That's
you,
a fucking lie. Everybody who supported Trump knew Elon was right there with him the whole time. Shut the fuck up. See, and this is why you're an Overhill bitch of the week. Like you spread this bullshit, and this is all bullshit. This is bullshit. Even CNN polls that came out showed how much the people are loving this guy.
We gotta get the sound effects for next time, so I could put the fart in. It's all bullshit. Go ahead.
Mental note,
Yeah.
Walter.
I'll keep it in the mental.
said, quote, Trump is closer to normal than what we're seeing on the left.
Yeah, I was talking about why he
How
won the election.
so?
When I made that statement, I was talking about that was before the election.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
So when during the election, I said in the immediate aftermath of the election, I pointed out he was voted for because they considered him closer
Right.
to normal than what the Democrats were spewing.
Right.
That was what I
Right.
said at that particular moment.
Yeah, because letting you sterilize children, prepubescent children, yeah, that doesn't play well, right? All these fucking insane, your Marxist philosophies and all this other bullshit. And I laugh at all these millionaire Marxists. They're fucking great. Anyway, this isn't very comedic, is it? This isn't.
It's still entertainingly funny.
Yeah, all right. This is the downfall of Western civilization. Is a hoot. And we're here. That's Walter and I consider ourselves the color commentators for the downfall of society. We're the play-by-play guys. That's the way we look at ourselves.
When the trash falls down the chute, we're there to pick it
That's
up.
it. That's right. Because this is Trash TV Review, and we are reviewing Trash TV, and that's what the View is. The View is just fucking trash.
We could just cover the View every now and then. That's always,
Well, we could do another one called the View Watch.
Yeah.
Where we take a segment for because
I
it's
think we
all
should,
insanity.
I think we should also tune into live cover, like live broadcasting.
Of what?
Whatever's on YouTube, we could find something.
Oh, yeah. I'll take a look at the live. We could do that right now, man. We're versatile over here. Where is the live? There's a thing for it, isn't there?
For the live, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
could go to the homepage. Live.
Well, it goes to my home page. What, to YouTube itself? But it always comes
on
up to my
on that side menu.
Here, Nintendo Treehouse is live. Top news. Fox is live.
Shout out.
Robert De Niro. There's another one. Fucking asshole. Well, these are the slap fights.
Slap fights are fun. We watched that one live.
We did, and it was cool. Oh, here, live.
Kind of
Boom.
gets monotonous
live
after
button.
a while.
Yeah, it's just people slapping each other.
Slap, hit the
because
floor.
it's not like why. Because I like boxing. I'm a boxing fan,
I like when you can move your head.
What?
No Diddy.
You keep saying no Diddy. What does that mean?
Like, I don't mean to be...
You're not going to fuck children, are you?
No.
Okay. That would be bad. That probably would get us banned.
I don't mean to sound like suspicious
Here,
with what I say.
all of these are live right now. All right. So what you're looking at, you got the screen in front of you, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you see anything you like, just take it. I don't know any of these. Pat McAfee, I don't know who that is. My postpartum special. Oh God.
Let's tune into that.
just another reason why I'm a victim here. Not only am I a woman, but I just had a child. My vagina hurts so much. Oh God.
Shit.
Talk to her husband. No, I don't want to tune into that. I really don't.
Leave it up to me.
Wow, that's a very unattractive woman, isn't it? Ray Martin's. That's
I don't know if it's an unattractive woman or just a scary woman.
Live now. So this is all that's live. Oh, okay. So I see. We'll just click there.
Murder trial.
Oh, that looks good.
Ooh.
But that's something that Senate votes to reverse Trump's tariffs on Canada.
Yeah, we're supposed to touch on tariffs, so we might as well do that.
So
oh God,
I am
who's that?
not
Lumenthal
here to make a
Blumenthal?
speech.
He looks like that pastor.
I'm
The
really
one that
here
has
to make
private
a
Kenneth
speech.
planes.
Copeland, yeah.
Mr. President, please
Look at their live chat.
reconsider.
The fuck is going on with us?
These tariffs are fundamentally misguided. They are dumb. They are cruel, reckless,
Yeah, this is
and
perfect.
careless.
This is what we want to watch.
They play fast and loose with America's credibility
Does it
around
really?
the world.
How do you figure?
And I urge my colleagues to vote yes on Senate.
Now, hold on. How do you figure that? Like, all of these are reciprocal tariffs. All of these tariffs are on countries that are tariffing our shit going into their. See, what guys like Blumenthal, what he wants, and that is Senator Blumenthal, right, from Connecticut. What guys like this want, they love slave labor. And that's what they're extolling the virtues of, right? We want to keep all our Chinese shit and Mexican shit cheap. And the way we keep it cheap is to keep the tariffs off. Otherwise, it'll offset the slave labor that we have coming from there. Cory Booker did a speech on the Senate floor, right? He spoke for 24 hours. And one of the things that I love that he said is, I want my children to have clean hair, right? Because these Americans, these liberal Americans, right, they don't give a fuck about Americans working, right? Because their NAFTA that the Democrats passed in 1993, their NAFTA got rid of the unions. They got rid of manufacturing jobs in America, right? And I remember talking to an environmental lawyer, and I made the argument that environmental laws and OSHA and everything has caused more pollution, world pollution, than anything else. How do you figure? I said, well, you think because they closed down the manufacturing in Wisconsin and Michigan that the air, like, oh, we're saving the environment. No, you're not. You think those fucking companies went away? No, they went to fucking Mexico and they went to China and places that don't give a fuck about the environment. China burns 50% of the world's coal. 50% of the world's coal, you fucking morons. And do you think the air knows? You see, you can't build a wall to keep the air out. You can build a wall to keep the people out, but you can't build a wall to keep the air out, right? So that air travels around the world, and we get hit with it. But what we Americans like to do is look out our windows and sniff our own farts and go, oh, look, we've made the environment so good. No, you put Americans out of work, right? And you've gotten rid of good manufacturing jobs. And by tariffing these products coming in, yeah, okay, in the initial, it's going to cost more. But it'll allow us to compete in the marketplace. Why do you think it is? Why do you think it is that you can make a product 10,000 miles away, ship it here to my door at a fraction of the cost of making it across the street from my house? Why? Because you're paying slaves to do it.
Keep doing it,
Right.
or I burn your feet.
Yeah. You don't get break. You don't get break. You know, like, how do you think it's slave labor? Slave labor. We did the thing on Mexico, right? And the Chevy Silverado, and I have it around here. There was here, Detroit Free Press, Chevy. Hold on, because this was a great article, right? And this was about the Chevy Silverado.
By the way, Dave said it was the Chevy van.
What Chevy van? Oh, okay, the panel van. I remember now. Okay, yeah. Detroit Free Press, Chevy Silverado. UAW. Let's see if I can find the article, right? Okay, so they were doing this. GM ready to let go hundreds of temps over local 2. It was from 2022. Okay. GM keeps U.S. sales crown for 2020 despite UAW strike. Shit, now I'm not going to be able to find it. All right, this is really going to bother me, Walter. I got to find this fucking thing.
What are you looking for?
It was a note I had on. It was about the Chevy Silverado. Basically, yeah, I'll have to find it another time. I'm not gonna.
I think that's the one I was looking for you too.
It was on. I had it on an index. Anyway, they did an article. It was from 2022, Detroit Free Press, of the UAW had gone down to Mexico to try to organize because the contract was coming up for the workers down in Mexico, and it was the Silverado plant, which is it was in a plant about 200 miles north of Mexico City, and in 2022, these people were making between $809 and $33.05 a day.
Huh.
A day.
In America.
Not an hour. No, this is in Mexico.
Oh, in Mexico. Okay.
And still selling, at the time in 2022, still selling the Silverado at a base price of $47,000. And they're paying these people nothing. And there's no OSHA regulations. There's no retirement benefits. There's no holiday pay and
Good
all this
luck,
other
everybody
bullshit.
else.
Right? Yeah. And all these Democrats, like Senator Blumenthal there, are saying, well, what's the matter with slave labor? And what's the matter with Americans not working? You know, like these are great manufacturing jobs. Like I'm a blue collar guy. I'm a union man. I worked in a union for almost 25 years. I retired after 23 and a half years with the Verizon Corporation. I worked in 3 different locals, all under the Communication Workers of America, locals 1105, 1106, and 1109. I was a steward. I was a chief steward. I was in the union. I was a union steward of the year at one point, right? I won that one year. And this is it. We can't, I wish I could find that article. Anyway, when NAFTA hit, like it killed the UAW. It killed us. And that was the Democrats. And here they are, these tariffs. Are they? Already here, hold on, because this is important too, right? Apple. Okay, Apple has already decided they're building here. The Apple company is investing $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years, including building a new AI server manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, and expanding data center capacities in several states. And the reason they're going to Texas is because Texas is friendly to business, which is why everybody's leaving California. Because California has these same liberal policies, right? The same bullshit, the same leftist communist crap, and they're all leaving in droves. Like everybody's leaving California. All of the manufacturing is leaving. You can't do business there, and so they're getting out. But here, they announced this when Trump said we're putting tariffs on these people. Apple got right on board. They said, fine, we'll come back to the U.S., right? Here, it's a 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility slated to open in 2026. It will create thousands of jobs. And that's what we're about. But you listen to these Democrats talk, they don't give a fuck about working people. They sold us out a long time ago. AOC here, right? She's a representative for Long Island City, right? She's got part of Long Island City in the Bronx. Now, she talked Amazon out of opening up a facility here, right? A warehousing facility here, where they're saying they were going to bring 40,000 jobs. 25,000 of them probably would have been unskilled labor.
Yeah. I can get my
Unskilled labor.
fucking package when I need it.
Well,
AOC.
It's not just the jobs, like the jobs. And it's not just the people who are going to work in the facility, who are going to build the facility, who are going to maintain the facility. You have all the ancillary shit that's going to come as well. People who are going to feed those people, right? The little shops that are going to open up so that people can go shopping on their lunchtime and all that other shit, right? The people, the increased labor force that UPS and FedEx are going to need to deliver the fucking products. Like all of that shit is going to affect her constituents. And she didn't give a fuck. And this woman didn't understand tax abatements. She's got a degree in economics from Boston University or Boston College, one of those, same shit, right? She's got a degree, and it was Andrew Cuomo and Chuck Schumer were telling her, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. These are her own people. And this moron didn't understand.
Cut her mic.
And she was out there, why are we giving them $6 billion? We're not giving them shit, you stupid bitch. We're not giving them anything. It's a tax abatement. They're not going to have to pay taxes on this. Cuomo said we're going to get double that back in the first 10 years that they're here. They were going to rebuild Long Island City. They were going to repave the roads and the sidewalks, build a school, and build a park. Like this was what they were signing on for. That was what the tax abatement was for. It was for all the shit they were going to do that the government couldn't afford to do.
Yeah.
And this is what we have. And so we have these tariffs. They're bad. Yeah, in the short term, we might experience some pains with this. Sure, granted. But this is nothing that they're not doing to us either. Like I said, these are reciprocal tariffs. These people are tariffing goods, so we can't do business openly in their countries, but they can do it openly here. And that doesn't seem fair to me. Who the fuck cares about Canada anyway? What the fuck? Fuck them. There's nothing that is made in any other country that we can't make just as well here. I believe that, and we should get back to that. And fuck these people, man. Fuck them all. So let's see what this dickhead has to say.
And the laws passed by Congress with an executive order has spawned more than 100 lawsuits against his administration.
Good.
And federal judges across the country, judges appointed by Democrat and Republican presidents alike,
all on the take.
Donald Trump himself, are doing the same job that judges have done in our country for centuries. They are interpreting statutes, making legal determinations, and upholding the Constitution of the United States. They are moving swiftly to hear cases and for now preventing some of the most egregiously unlawful Trump policies from...
Egregiously unlawful. Like cutting off all our fucking money to Doge. We're not getting all our kickbacks anymore. How is it that a United States senator making $175,000 a year becomes a multi-millionaire? How the fuck does that happen? Mm-hmm. How the fuck is it that you people are so goddamn wealthy off of being senators? $175,000 is a good paycheck.
I take it.
But you look at people. You look at some of the people that are. Elizabeth Warren is worth like $70 or $80 million. Nancy Pelosi's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The woman's been in public service her entire life. Like, how do you make that kind of money without being a crook?
Mm-hmm.
And this, we're being sued. So what are you being sued? How many times did you people sue Trump as it was? Lawfare. See, I'm getting upset. I don't want to. This isn't fun. This isn't fun. Because this is just ridiculous.
Now I'm getting upset.
Yeah, these people are just because I don't suffer bullshit well.
Yeah.
Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. Oh, this is so bad.
Well, there goes my afternoon.
We gotta give Ukraine more money. We gotta give these. Fuck them. Fuck everybody. America first. America first. And you people have your hands so deep in my pockets, and you don't care.
You're not even jerking me off right.
No, you're not jerking me off at all.
You're jerking me around.
And by the way, I can do that myself for free.
Thank you very much.
Shit. I don't need some old man like that jerking me off.
Keep your clammy hands away from me.
Just brings back too many memories of my grandfather. Yeah.
Keep your clammy hands to yourself, George.
Look, I watch this stuff and Trump's approval is dropping. He doesn't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So what? Popularity is what makes it good, right? Like, oh, people like you. That make it. Enough. See, I'm getting agita, man. I can't do this.
So I guess we're done with tariffs.
Well, to me, it's just so ridiculous. And look, and this is what it is. And you want to stop them, explain that to the people, why we can't do business. If you can just explain to me why it is that Canada won't drop their tariffs on our shit. They're not dropping their tariffs on our shit, but we should drop it on theirs.
Well, they said it was all from World War II, right? That America was trying to like help the rest of the world build back up.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And now it's just ran its course.
Yeah. Well, that was 100 fucking years ago or 80 years ago, whatever the fuck. It's ridiculous. And all he was saying, all he wanted to do, and Canada did cave on a bunch of it. Canada caved on a bunch, right? He was right. He's right to do this. Like, I'm a big pro manufacturing. We got to manufacture here. Ronald Reagan said it back in the 80s. He said, if we don't make anything, we're in big trouble once we stop manufacturing. And we don't. We have a total service economy, right? That's all we make money on. We service. We were a financial economy, service economy. We don't make anything. The only thing we seem to make in mass anymore is food. We make a lot of food, right? And even that,
we make a lot of fat people.
Right, and even that they don't want Americans to do. Right? Because what's the first thing they say when we're getting rid of all the illegals? Who's going to pick the food? Who's going to mow my lawn? Who's like, that's all. These people love slavery. They love love slavery because that's what it is.
In a roundabout way, they just like cheap shit, and they don't mind the slavery aspect of it.
Right. All these anti-slavery. Oh, look, America was built on genocide and slavery. But don't get rid of the illegals because somebody has to mow my lawn. Like, do you not hear yourself speak? Do you not hear yourself speak? Oh, God, I'm getting a headache now. I think I'm having a stroke. That would be fun. We might get people to fucking tune in then. I told you I had a stroke once. I've already had one. I had a heart attack, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Here's this Q-tip motherfucker, too. You racist. What the hell? I don't even remember his name, the Q-tip. I always called him the Q-tip.
The Q-tip?
Yeah, the black dude from MSNBC.
I'm not sure.
White people are the problem. They're the problem. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'll kill you.
What time is it, Walter? It's 2 o'clock.
1:01.
Oh, fuck.
What else was on the...
We have conspiracies.
Oh, we got the...
What?
Yeah.
What is that? You wanted to do that one, right?
We got Courtney Cox over here.
Courtney Love.
I know. I like to say Courtney Cox.
All right. You play the cue. I'm going to get myself a seltzer so I can... My mouth is... I'm parched. I'm too much talking. I get really upset over this shit, though. I really do. Like... I don't understand these people. I really don't. Like, they don't give a fuck. People are just so short-sighted. The big picture eludes people. It really does. Like, I just think the Democrats have sold out the working man, and they're convincing these people like, oh, this is all bad. It's not. You people who are really rooting against this. Like, I look at the Democratic Party, and after they lost the election this time around, they all came out on TikTok, and what did they say? Oh, we're all college educated. We'll get good jobs. Dude, there was a time like the Democratic Party, nobody was college educated. Like, the Democratic Party was built in the 30s, 40s, 50s on blue collar people like myself. We were working people. The unions were all big time Democrats. And you don't give a fuck about us anymore. You sold us out in 93. Like, I go back to Tip O'Neill, right? The tough Irishman, man. The union man, Boston, tough, you know? And now we're just all fucking simps. All these simps. The soy boy. I'm a soy boy beta. I'm Harry Sisson, who apparently likes pussy. Yeah, a lot of it, too. Where's he now? Yeah, he's done.
You're just like the rest of us, huh?
He's another overhill bitch of the week.
Oh, he could be next week.
Yeah, why? He won't be around long enough to be next week. He's gone.
He'll be around.
He's done. You know, but all of them, they're all a bunch of beta cis males. Like, oh God.
You know what it is? They're very diva and sassy.
Well, you know, so he said it. Like Tim Walz is trying to tell us how tough he is. Like he says he could kick Joe Rogan's ass. Like I could see Joe Rogan like smoking some weed, drinking some good scotch, right? Eating a sandwich and beating the shit out of Tim Walz all at the same time.
Joe Rogan could do that shit in his sleep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Literally.
You see him eating a sandwich and just like fucking pummeling this guy.
One shot.
And he's like the most alpha guy they got.
Have you seen Joe Rogan kick?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's sick.
Insane.
It's sick. Yeah. But they pushed all of these people into the Republican Party. Trump wasn't a Republican. Trump was an Al Gore supporter back in 2000. He supported Al Gore. He was one of the largest fundraisers for the Democratic Party back in the 90s. Like, this is what the man did. And he became a Republican out of necessity. Joe Rogan, Tulsi Gabbard, Robert F. Kennedy, Bill Maher. Bill Maher is like toting fucking carrying water for Republicans now. And why? Because the Democratic Party forgot who made it the Democratic Party, who made it strong, and it was the working man.
They got cut up into too many sections.
Well, it became all about special interests, and what they started doing was controlling academics, and they all think that everybody here went to college. I love, like, we talk about it. Oh, stupid white people vote for Trump. Well, who do stupid black people vote for? Oh, you're not allowed to say that. Bullshit. Like, look, that's who we were. Like, stupid white people and stupid black people are working people. We're working people. Like, that's who we are, right? We are the less educated. All right, let's not say stupid, right? Let's say less educated. Less educated white people, less educated black people. We were traditionally, and I'm one of them. Like, I'm one of them. I didn't go to college.
The clock in, clock outs.
Right. The blue collar people, the factory workers, the field workers, the carpenters, like all of these unions, the plumbers unions, like every union. I told you, driving with my friend Kevin, we were going around Long Island City 10 years ago, and they had like 15 buildings going up in Long Island City. And I asked Kevin, who's a local 46 guy, I said, Kevin, how many of these are union buildings? None. He said, none of them are union. They were all illegals. They had illegals working at them. $25 an hour cash every day. And they were allowed to do it. Nobody stopped it, right? I said, well, let me ask you something. 25 years ago, how many? He said at least half. Half. Who was mayor 25 years before that? Rudy Giuliani. I said, so we've been supporting all these Democrats all this time, and what have we gotten for our troubles? Fucked. Sold out. They sold out the working man. They sold out the less educated people in this country. You know, it's a fucking shame. And what are they doing with these kids now in college? They're indoctrinating them, teaching them all this communist bullshit. And none of them want to work. I remember talking to this one kid. He's like, oh, it's like got to be a worker's paradise. I said, you know, Marx said, workers of the world unite. First of all, Marx never had a job in his life. But that aside, it's like workers of the world unite. You know, you'll eventually have to leave your mother's basement anyway, right? Like, you got to put the PS5 away, the Xbox. You're going to have to put it away and go get a fucking job. It's workers of the world unite. Not people smoking pot in your mother's basement of the world unite, you know? Like, you know, this workers' paradise you're talking about, it's workers. Like, that's the key word there, fucking workers. Go get a fucking job, and then you'll understand how much bullshit you're talking. And that's the whole thing. You get these people spewing this shit that they know nothing about. Play the fucking thing, because I got to go get a seltzer now. Funky. This isn't a good show.
We're back in.
Oh, this isn't a good show. Hold on, sorry. It's tracking me, trying to bend over.
Dude, that thing is so.
It's annoying, right? We got to figure it out. And when I say we, I mean Walter. I don't know anything about that shit. I worked for the largest tech company in the world for 23 and a half years, and I don't know anything about it.
So we're up to conspiracizing.
Oh, conspiracies.
Yeah.
We got a good one.
Yeah.
And this came to mind, but I found out that I'm not the only person who believes this.
Well, it's been spoken about at least. I don't know about the other one that you brought up.
Why? Which one are you talking about?
The girl that, like, Courtney Love killing the
That's the one I'm talking about.
I didn't know about that one, but the whole, like, she killed Kurt Cobain. Oh,
well, that's been discussed.
Yeah.
A bunch. But here's the thing: is the girl's name was Kristen Pfaff, and she was a bassist for Hole, which is Courtney Love's band, right? As you well know. Now she was actually a trained musician. She played the cello, and she went to like some fancy schmancy Catholic school. She learned the cello, so she was classically trained. So she was really one of the few people in Hole that actually, was a trained musician. And when she came to the band, now she was going with this guy, Eric Erdlinson. And Erdlinson was also in the band. He was in Hole as well. I thought Hole was all girls, but it's...
I remember there being a guy in there somewhere.
Eric Erdlinson.
I wasn't much of a fan of Hole.
No.
She had that one good song. I don't remember it, though, off the top of my head.
I thought Hole was just like a perfect name for a slutty girl band, like Hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy, Eric...
It should have been named Holes.
He brings Kristen into the band, and right off the bat, Courtney Love has a problem with her because Kristen's talking about music and like, we can do this with the sound and that was sound.
And she's like, are you threatening me?
That was exactly it. People said that she felt very threatened by Kristen because, and she would yell at Kristen and she would like put her in her place.
Was she better looking?
She was, she's in the track. Here, hold on. I'll bring up a picture because that always helps.
Because Courtney Love has that 5 a.m. bar, yeah, you'll do look.
2 a.m. You can fuck her at 2 a.m.,
Well, it's still dark out, so yeah, that probably helps.
I think compared to Courtney, this girl was good looking.
Hold on, let's see.
She's not gorgeous, but she's attractive, Here, hold on. Let me pull up an image of her. That's her.
Can we get a side-by-side? Oh, she's definitely better than... I don't know. They're both fugly.
No, you're looking at this because this is a picture of her when she was like into heroin and shit like that. I think this is a better picture of her.
Put up the other one with both of them together.
That's a nice shot of her. She looks really attractive there, I think, anyway. But that's my thing. I like girls with dark hair and kind of that heroin chic.
She's got the Alyssa, what's her name?
Milano?
No. Morissette.
Alana. Alanis.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever the fuck her name was.
There's Courtney.
Courtney looks more fuckable.
Yeah, well, Courtney just looks like a girl like, you and 5 of your buddies could just go, hey, let's see what Courtney's doing. That sounds good. That'll be good for 20 minutes. Yeah. We'll get our nut off and then we'll go meet real girls. Yeah.
Look at that fucking guy.
So anyway, Courtney had a hard time with this chick, right? And now this girl's in the band and she's in a relationship with this guy Eric, but they break up. Okay? And she and Kurt Cobain start to get close. Now this girl's got something that Courtney didn't, and she was educated, and Kurt liked to talk to her about books and poetry and all this kind of stuff. And Kurt started giving her like gifts and shit like that, right? Gave her a book that Courtney, that he had given Courtney as well. And so apparently there was something behind it, and I forget the name of it, but it says, okay. So
it's a Kama Sutra book.
Well, no, even worse. It was like some kind of love poem shit, or some kind of shit like that. Anyway, so
it's
they had
Harry
this
Sisson letter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to bone you, but only if I get permission.
You're the only one in my life.
Yeah. So Courtney apparently was very jealous of this, right? So anyway, Kurt dies. Kurt kills himself, right? We're gonna do that, yeah, for legal purposes. Kurt kills himself on April 5th of 1994. The day after he offs himself, Kristen is scared. Like, she gets scared. So she stops the drugs. She says, that's it. She's done. And she goes to a rehab. And she said, that's it. I'm done, man. And she got out of rehab. She went to rehab in Minnesota. She was in Minneapolis. That's where Eric found her. She was with a band in Minneapolis. I forget the name. Not that it really matters, right? So anyway, so she's back in Minneapolis because she said Seattle was dead anyway. By that time, like the Seattle scene was really done, she said. But she had to go back to Seattle and get her shit. And so she did, and she was with two friends apparently. And they packed up the truck, and for whatever reason, the guys like stayed in the truck, and she was upstairs in the apartment overnight. And the one guy went and checked on her, and she was in the bath, and she used to sleep in the bathtub. Her father said that she would always fall asleep in the bathtub as well. So he heard her snoring in the bathroom. The door was locked, but he heard her snoring and just let her be, right? Because she did that a lot. And they could swear that they saw this guy Eric Erdlinson come and go during the night, right? I don't think I think they said that they were fairly certain, right? They couldn't swear to it, but they think they saw him come and go. In the morning, she still doesn't come out. So they go in to get her, and the door is still locked. No more snoring. and they went into the bathroom, and she was dead. The autopsy was done by a doctor who was close personal friends of Courtney. And he was the same guy who did the autopsy on Kurt Cobain. And Kristen's mother said, before her daughter, before Kristen went back to Seattle, her mother said, I have a bad feeling about this. And she wanted her cousin to go with her. So I think it was her cousin. And something happened where he couldn't go because she had to do something. She went on this short tour.
Something was rotten in the state of Denmark.
Yeah, so her mother had a bad feeling about the whole thing. And when she died, the mother was like, I want somebody else to do the autopsy. And she asked the cops to open up an investigation. They said there's just not enough evidence because everything, the coroner closed it real quick and said it was an overdose. But the thing is, and everybody that knew this girl said she was done with drugs because drugs weren't her thing until she got out to Seattle. You know, it wasn't until she got with these people out there, and it was actually
just something in the air.
Yeah, the drummer in the band was the one that got her into it. That got her into the drugs, and again, I'm a believer that everybody makes their own choice when it comes to drugs. No. It was another chick. Hold on, who was? Let me see who was in Hole. If I see her name, I'll know. Yeah, let's see. Patty Schimmel. That was her, Patty Schimmel. And according to this, and again, I don't want to, put, but they said that Patty Schimmel was the one that turned her on to heroin and that they used to hide it from Eric and, they didn't want people to know how much they were doing and stuff like this. And people make their own decisions. I don't put anything on Patty Schimmel. Everybody, you make your own decision. She was an adult. She knew what she was getting into. Or maybe she didn't, but she got into it anyway. That's my belief. But anyway, they said, everybody said that she was done. And I know how that goes too. I mean, I've been in recovery long enough to know it only makes one stupid error. But I've also known people who said, I'm done with this shit. She just wanted to go back to Minneapolis. She wasn't looking to do anything. And then here she is. Didn't tell anything to her friends in the van. Didn't, nothing. No hint at all. And she winds up dead like that. And I'm saying, with all the controversy, and what would it have been for I can envision an argument between two chicks, right? Going, if she had spoken to Courtney or anything, tell me that this isn't not far-fetched, right? It's I think you fucking killed Kurt. No, you fucking bitch! How dare you say that, right? And a fight starting over something like that. I think, yeah. Well, look, and the last thing she says to is, "You're right," and just fucking offs her.
Sure, Courtney.
Because I think we all, well, at least the people in this room can agree. I'd say it's better than 50-50 that she whacked Kurt.
I was still fairly young.
Well, I know, like the guy who did the investigation on all of this said he was pretty sure. You know, and again, couldn't swear to anything, but that's what his gut told him, that this was probably done, that he didn't kill himself. And a lot of people have said the same thing, and we'll have to look into it further. That's what we'll do for next week. I'll do the investigation on that. We'll look into whether or not Kurt Cobain, because there's so much stuff out there on it.
What's her alibi? Does she have, like,
I don't think she had
like she
one.
was somewhere at the time, or?
Hold on a second, because I saw a good thing on this here. Hold on. Here, we'll just ask. Where was Courtney? The cover up. It's an hour long. Who the fuck has time for that? Yeah. I'll have to watch this stuff though, because I don't really know. Iggy Pop admits Courtney Love and friends murdered Kurt Cobain of Nirvana. Oh, well, if Iggy Pop says it.
Yeah, Iggy Pop was there.
At least in spirit.
He was like, I held his feet. Oh, Iggy.
But, you know, look, and I've suffered from depression my whole life. I mean, and I know that you can feel fine in the morning and be suicidal in the afternoon. Like, I know people who say, oh, that person, they didn't kill themselves. I saw her in the morning and she was fine.
Well, that was the whole thing with the lead singer of Linkin Park.
But that's the way depression works, though.
They have video of him, like, early in the night having fun with everybody, and then he's supposedly, I forgot how he killed himself, but I think they said asphyxiation. And that's why they say he might have been jerking off, and instead of putting out to the public that he killed himself that way, they said he killed himself.
But it's possible to...
Because David Carradine won't ever live that legendary down. He did so much, but all you remember is he blasted off and went to heaven.
It was the ultimate orgasm. Pat, if you're out there, orgasm. O-R-G.
It's the ultimate organism.
But, yeah, I don't know. But listen, I've...
Hold on. I want to switch to the scene and add the audio. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
No, go ahead. I need to add the audio.
All right, well, I forget. It's gone now.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. We're just babbling anyway, man. Nobody gives a fuck what we're saying. Eh? Got two people, including ourselves, I think. So, like, yeah.
Well,
she's cute.
Why don't we throw an arrest video on?
Oh, we can definitely do that. I got some good ones, man.
We could close it out with the real live trash TV.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great idea.
I've been saying this for weeks. I don't know why you never listen to me. We did this one.
That's just to get into the playlist. They do the playlist differently now. You got to go. It turns one on to get this. We could do the entire. Oh, this woman was hysterical. I like this.
This one's coming up soon. I think that edit is coming up soon.
Which edit?
The one with the yellow shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was drunker than fuck, man. That was the girl at the car dealership. This woman's funny, and we can take a look at this.
All right, sure.
It's short too. This is only 13 minutes. So here we go. You know what? Let me get to where it starts. Because I hate that. All right, here we go.
Witnesses immediately point them to this woman, who is clearly not in a hurry to take responsibility. She claims she was just out for a bike ride. Interesting choice, considering she was found next to a visibly wrecked car, with her belongings missing.
That's my bike.
And the unmistakable scent of alcohol in the air.
She may have hit a bike.
I don't believe that you're good. You realize that you've been involved in an accident?
No.
No, you don't realize you've been involved in an accident?
No.
What happened?
What happened?
I was not in an accident.
You weren't.
That's not an accident. I did that shit on purpose.
No.
No. Okay. Well, I don't believe you, ma'am. You have got front end damage to the
Lot of pants on fire.
vehicle. Are you willing to do some field tests for me to make sure that you're not intoxicated today?
No, I'm not.
You're not intoxicated?
Yeah, he should just take her word for it.
Bicycles.
She looks
And
honest.
My pants.
I understand
This
that.
is my pants.
So
I got
don't
bicycle
understand why
pants
you're not
on.
being cooperative with me.
Makes my vagina look very big.
I just needed a can of paint.
I understand. I see.
I
you got
needed a can of paint.
And it seems like you're also struggling to get out of here. You don't have your
can't.
phone. You don't have your wallet. You don't have your ID, your keys, anything.
I do have my ID.
Okay.
I got my bike.
Yeah.
So, do you mind explaining to me what's going on? Why you're not?
Rather not.
Waiting for my husband because obviously I locked my keys in my car.
Yeah, and I watch this. Now, how do you lock your keys in the car nowadays? Like you have the fob. As long as the fob is there, the door will open.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she just lost everything. Her mind.
Yeah, so it really makes you wonder.
Be on your way.
All right.
You can be on your way. You can get the fuck out of here.
I don't need you, cop.
Right. And that's gonna make him leave. Oh, I can. Oh, thank you so much.
Be gone,
Even though you look like
officer,
you're
be
impaired,
gone.
I will leave you here now. See, I always wonder, like, how do you think this is gonna end? Do you really think that shit is gonna work? Yeah, I'm not your husband.
Are
honey.
you gonna state that you're not doing field tests for me?
No, I am not.
So
I love
At this point, if you're gonna refuse field tests, we're gonna.
Because she thinks that that's the end. No, I'm going to refuse to do it. So now you have to go away, officer.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Yeah, of course.
They all think you could just close your eyes, blink twice, and poof.
You're still here?
How can he see me?
Like, you remember Soap? You don't know. You don't know what Soap.
I remember the movie. I didn't watch it.
Soap. There was a movie.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the movie.
I have no idea
There's
what
an
that
old
is.
movie, no? Isn't it with like Sylvester Stallone and?
No, Soap was a sitcom. Susan Harris did it. Sam Harris's mother, actually, with Billy Crystal. It was his first sitcom back in the 70s. It was good. And Bert was one of the characters, and he was nuts. And he thought he could just make himself invisible because like nobody acknowledged that he was there.
Oh no!
I
confused it with Soap Dish.
Oh no, you should.
Whoopi
check it out.
Goldberg.
Oh,
We should watch it.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait.
I'm gonna arrest you for OVI,
What's that?
operating a vehicle impaired.
No.
Okay.
No.
So from
I'm not
evidence
gonna allow
I've gotten
that.
From
You're not allowed.
witnesses, I'm getting an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from you, and you're severely disoriented. You've locked your keys in the car. You're struggling to communicate with me effectively, and you're struggling to communicate over the phone with whoever you're on the
I
phone with.
don't have my phone. I left it with my
So,
friend.
are you?
She does
are you
have
willing
it.
to
She
do
just
the field
realized.
test? Show
And that's
me
how
that
she
you're not
called her
impaired?
husband. Like, she didn't even remember that she just called her husband on it. Okay, wait. I do have that one. Fucking A. I love it. Oh, God.
Now, refusing a field sobriety
Looking
test is
into
not
her
an
Dick
automatic
Tracy
admission
watch.
of guilt. But here's the problem. Ohio follows implied consent laws. If an officer has probable cause, like witness statements, visible impairment, and that delightful eau de
Bitch,
booze,
you're drunk.
you can be arrested for OVI on the spot.
Okay.
I'm not willing to do anything,
Not
sir.
willing to do anything?
No.
Okay. Can you turn around and put your hands behind your back?
Look,
No.
I'm sure her husband's heard that a lot. It's just another headache, Harold. Go to bed by yourself.
No.
Go watch your disgusting porn and take care of it yourself.
Nope. All right.
No.
You're gonna turn around and put your hands
Okay.
behind your back.
All right.
You're gonna turn around and put your hands
All
behind
right.
your back.
I'll do the thing.
Okay,
I'll do
okay.
the thing.
I'll do your stupid test. All right. No, let's not get crazy here. Too late. Too late.
We've already
No.
passed it. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
No, I'll do the thing.
I'll do the thing.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand. Give me your
I'm
other
used to
hand.
failing
Don't-
tests. It's fine.
don't
I'll do
touch
your
me.
thing now.
Don't touch
I will
me.
report you. I will
I'll report
do the
you.
thing.
He's going to report
I
you
will
too.
do the thing, whatever you want me to do.
Okay, right, 20, I have 126.
No F21.
No.
I will do the thing.
I will do the thing. So I have to get on my knees, or you gonna bring it to me?
Don't do this.
You're already past that, man.
Where's the thing? I'll do it.
Put your hands together like you're praying.
Oh God.
Don't do this. I will.
This is how our
walk
third
the
child
walk
was
with
conceived.
everyone.
I'll do it. Jesus Christ. Literally get off my back.
No.
No, changed my mind. Don't want to get arrested today.
No, no.
No.
No
I
means
said
no.
We're not doing this.
We're not I'm going home now, and you're going to leave me alone.
Please do not touch me. I will report you. Ow, that hurt. Ow.
Yes, wait. I thought you was a good
At this
one,
point,
right?
she makes a brilliant legal decision, resisting.
Yeah.
Always a great way to turn a bad situation into a felony.
She's going to overpower the cop, and he's going to let her go.
Put your hands behind your back now.
Now, this cop is a real dick. Now, listen, he's like Johnny Law over here. He's going to... You can tell this is like a fucking small town, man. Because he becomes a real dick.
Guys, come on.
What are we doing here?
He's like the male version of her.
You're under arrest for resisting.
Resisting what?
Resisting arrest. Yeah, you just stacking charges.
I don't know. I didn't do anything, ma'am.
Ma'am?
If you didn't do anything, you should listen to what they say. I know.
I know, but I'm not used to doing what people want me to do.
Is this her car?
No, this is
No.
All right, let's go.
No, you moron.
No.
I will drag you
That's
to this
the car I
in front of
hit.
everybody. I don't care. Let's go.
I have a question.
Well, you lost that privilege.
I told you he was a dick.
I want to know.
You're under arrest for OVI, resisting arrest, and obstruction.
Like, where did he park? Why the fuck did he park all the way over here?
No.
I was wondering
You're
that
gonna
while
go
I'm
to jail.
watching. Like, this guy parked in the next fucking parking lot. Like,
Cameras on.
Yep.
There's a lot of spots, too.
I need my phone.
You'll be lucky to get that.
be lucky to get bread and water,
Why
bitch.
do you have to not listen to us? So go ahead and take a seat in the car.
I am a really nice woman.
Well, you're not showing
No,
that
you're
right
not.
now.
You're a bitch.
Go ahead and sit in the car.
Why do you have to be so mean?
Resisting arrest, check. Obstruction, check. Losing all credibility, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, it is
I was on.
6 o'clock. You're intoxicated. Go ahead and sit in the car. Sit in
I
the
was
got?
on a bike ride.
I'll
with
show
my
you
It's on a
intoxicated.
bike ride.
In the car.
And
And
of
I
course,
stopped
you
to
have to
get
drink
gas.
a lot
Sit in
of
the
wine
car.
on a bike ride. Don't you know anything stupid?
Put you in there.
Don't be so mean.
Sit in the car, and we're gonna put you in there.
You do not have to be so mean.
Sit in the car.
Apparently he does, because
I
you're still
will.
not doing what he's
Why
asking
are
you to
being
do.
so aggressive?
Because you're a
Jesus
bitch.
God.
But you're not doing what he's asking you to fucking do. Get in the fucking car. It wouldn't be a problem.
Once in the patrol car, she doubles down,
Of
insults
course.
the officers, demands her phone, and even threatens to report them.
To who? Their mothers?
She hit your car too?
No. She was the one following her. Because she
Fuck is this guy now?
Like, all these people are willing to rat
Okay.
on her, too.
Nowhere.
A bunch of fucking
Just
rats.
like that Lowe's display that's up there right across from Chick-fil-A with all of it.
Do you
Okay.
really have nothing better to do?
There's 3 big stacks of something, and then there's
This
a
woman
sign
reminds
that
me
says,
of a
like,
neighbor of
Lowe's
mine.
big event.
Okay, so she hit that.
She hit that, and it was like no reason. Like nobody was in
No
the way.
reason.
Okay.
Maybe she didn't like it. Maybe it insulted her. You don't know.
And then just came flying down here. So
Okay.
I followed her down here. I wanted
Oh,
to
how
get
good of
her
you.
license plate.
Okay.
Good thing she didn't take a gun out and shoot you.
And then I pulled up. And
The
then
fuck you
right after
following
that,
me
they
for?
were like,
She would have, but she couldn't get into the car.
And I'm like,
That's
no,
true,
It
yeah.
happened in the last few minutes.
Okay, well,
But we
it's
looked-
definitely her car.
yeah,
I mean,
there was
yeah.
white paint and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling she came through reckless.
Yeah, it's
in
my-
the car.
I have a
She
feeling.
sat in the car for a long time.
Okay.
And when she came out, she couldn't even stand up.
Okay. We'll get a written statement from you, and then we'll try to get you out of here as quick as
Yeah,
possible.
I had to pick up my daughter from soccer at high school.
So mind your fucking business.
Okay.
Move along
While
then,
she's busy
bitch.
rewriting history in the back
got no
seat,
time for
a
you.
witness gives officers the real story. Turns out, she plowed into a Lowe's display, bounced off, and then hit another car. And when she finally stumbled out, she could barely stand.
Oh my God, Kathy!
I'm assuming she's
Jesus
Kathy.
Christ.
We should only hope.
Hello.
Her children must be so
Little
mortified
boy,
knowing
can I
this
get
is
my
out there,
phone
right?
Out of my car, please.
Mother, I can't
Call my
believe.
husband. Hello.
Yeah.
Anything else from me?
Yes, I need my phone.
This is somebody whose drinking
No,
problem
I
is
need
being
my
made
phone.
public here.
Oh, hello. You accosted me, and I'm sorry I don't remember what the is your name. And it's raining.
It's
and
raining.
I'm trying
She's
to
in the
get
car.
home.
And I hate
What
you.
is your name?
That's right.
Oh my God! You're jerking me around back here. I'm reporting you. I am so reporting you. And now I'm handcuffed. I'm reporting you.
You've been handcuffed,
That's
honey.
it. That's it. That's
What
where
is
you
your
draw the
name,
line.
sir?
It's raining and I'm handcuffed.
Ryan, Officer Ryan. I've got lots of stuff on you, Ryan.
Ah.
Ryan, you little Give me my purse.
Wow.
That is mine. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Disney World.
Answer me, Ryan.
Answer me.
Where are we going? You
Lot of
gotta
rain.
Tell me where the jail is, or I'm gonna report what
It's
you
the place
said.
with all the bars, not the one you need.
Claremont County Jail. Could you please tell me where that
It's
is?
in Claremont County. Even I know that, and I don't live
Oh
here.
my God! I can't see. You better turn on your windshield wipers, buddy. I'm gonna report you. I can't even see out of the window.
I don't think you can see 5 feet in front of your face.
Please. What the?
What a
I'm
control
in Lowe's
freak.
buying paint.
No,
What the
you were
hell is
in
with you
Lowe's,
guys?
literally.
Right.
Oh my God. Do you think?
If I were him, I'd start like swaying the car, right?
Jesus God, you guys are unreal.
She won't remember.
I'm a grandma. I'm never
Grandma,
been
you should be
arrested.
embarrassed.
I've never
Well, you
had
can't say that
anything.
anymore.
Why are you doing this?
But you can't say that anymore.
Claremont County Jail.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out in the boonies with the
Oh,
boony
look at this one with her
people.
pinky up in the air.
Jesus God.
Take
you
me to
all
Beverly
make me
Hills.
sick.
Thank God this
And
cop's not black.
the
They would
man
take
that
this a
was
totally
in my
different way, right?
face
Like,
yelling at
The
me. What the
boonies.
was his name? Sergeant what?
Whatchamacallit.
Huh? You have to talk louder. I'm hard of hearing. I left my hearing aids at home. Give me his name, or it's going to go on the record that you
She's
refuse
funny, at
to
least.
do.
I told you.
Get me out. My shoulders are killing me.
Swing your feet first.
My shoulders are killing me.
Understand
Does
that?
your face hurt?
I'm a bike rider.
No, she's
I
just
know.
carrying
Bike
the
rider.
world on her
Shape
back.
then.
What?
You said if you're a bike rider, you're in good shape then, right?
She doesn't know what to. She's processing that.
We're going this way.
Was that derogatory?
No, it wasn't. I said,
Yes, it was.
It was derogatory.
God.
You said I'm in good shape. That's derogatory.
You said I'm a bike rider?
She said she was a bike rider.
That sounds
And
derogatory.
he said, well, then you're in good shape. What did she say?
The fuck did you just tell me?
Oh my God. You are going down.
You're going
Go
down.
I'll have your job for that.
You're going down.
Oh, God.
yes. You talked about how you ride bicycles. That's good.
Fuck you.
Stand up against this guy.
Nice. What a lady.
So did she take that as a flirtation?
Guess now you'll expect me to blow you.
At booking, she's still in
Wow.
full performance mode, complaining about
Of
her
course.
shoulder, accusing officers of being boony people, and claiming she'll
Oh,
make sure they
shit.
regret this. She's hit with OVI, resisting, and obstruction. Not the kind of win she was hoping for. What do you think? Did the officers handle this right?
What I think is the worst thing that happened to this woman is being exposed as having a drinking problem, and that is for people like this, it's the worst thing that can happen. She probably was an okay person, except when she drank, which was probably often. You know, like the guy said, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're fucking 3 sheets to the wind.
You're in aisle 7 at a Lowe's.
I'm a bike rider. It's just saying I ride bikes means I don't drink. Like, you can't drink. I didn't know that they were mutually exclusive, you know? So she goes on bike rides and drinks a lot of wine is what I'm guessing. Yes, that's a water bottle, but it's not filled with water. It's more of a Marlot kind of water. Yeah. Anyway, so where are we right now?
1:38.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, Walter, what are you doing here? 2 fucking hours? All right.
Ooh, that one came from the spirit.
So you wanted me to watch some movie too, right? What was that movie? You keep talking about it.
Which one? Anora?
About the hooker.
Anora?
The hooker chick, yeah.
She was on SNL.
Well, it's just one more reason for me not to watch.
She was the one. She was the one that hosted where the guy walked off.
Who walked off?
Remember the country singer? He walks off at the end. Didn't you show me it?
No.
No. Morgan Waller, whatever his name is.
My nephew likes him.
He.
I have some of his music. Morgan Waller.
You know how they?
He's a good musician. I like his stuff.
You know how they finished the show and they were all on stage. He says goodnight with everyone, and then instead of staying on the stage with everyone, he just walks off. And I think he tweeted something like, "Take me back to, like Christian country or some shit."
Yeah, he's got some good music though. Here it is.
Thank you so much to Morgan Wallen. I had a wonderful time.
She's got big hips, man.
That's the dress.
Yeah, but it outlines the hips, doesn't it?
I think the dress.
She's kind of thick, actually.
She put on a little weight.
Yeah, I thought she was a lot more slight than that.
Well, in the movie, she looks.
Yeah, Mikey Madison had a wonderful time
This
hosting
fucking guy.
Saturday Night Live.
Just
show me the fucking.
exactly.
Now I know what people think about us.
Wallen
Yeah.
decided very quickly that his time.
You talk too fucking much.
We apologize, and then he says good night. See you later. I'm not
Morgan didn't
staying
stick around
on
as the
that.
credits rolled, which usually features.
I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
And the musical guest, chatting with the cast members,
But
hugging
why?
them.
You're
But
right,
no,
though.
Morgan
She
was over
is
there
cute.
Before the clock even hit.
I don't know if I'd put her on a deserted island ahead of your wife, like you would.
Stop saying that. This was a fantasy pick. It had nothing to do with
Walter.
reality.
If I were married, I would put my wife on. That's all I know. But I was a good husband.
My wife was already on. She's not part of the 5.
Oh.
But then again, I told you I wanted to keep her safe, so she's off the island, and she could.
Oh, so
she could find headquarters
so
somewhere.
you're living
and-
with
and
your
get us
5
back.
fantasy women for her own good.
But they're all there for a reason. You know, Gal Gadot, whatever her name is, she's a strong Israeli soldier. She could do
She's
some
smart.
shit.
She can figure shit out. Yeah, she's a Jew. She's smart. Come on.
The other one that plays Anora, she's got moves. She could attract people from like helicopters. She could do like fucking.
You can show
strip
people my
tease.
pick again. This was my number 1 pick. Here she is. There's my girl.
Buns in the oven.
I gotta tell you something. She is just so fucking hot. Can't get over it. Can't get enough of those sugar crisps.
I love the guy on the bottom.
She's beautiful too, Vanessa Moon.
We got 19 minutes
Oh,
left.
I love this girl. Let me tell you something. I could look at her for 19 minutes. This is there you go. That's Walter early in the morning. It's Walter after 2 cups of espresso. I'm ready.
That's when I take my glasses off.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yeah, this is me. This is me. After I just ratted on everybody. Fuck. Going back to jail to be everybody's bitch.
I'll take a few years. It's fine.
There you go. I know how to get along in jail.
Oh, shit.
She's pretty, too, this one. She's the cook. She's cute, man.
cute.
She's Mexican. Yeah. And she knows how to cook. No, I put thought into my stuff. And again, just to end on that note, yeah.
I honestly don't even remember everyone I picked. I just randomly just picked people.
I pretty much remember who you didn't pick. That's how that works for me.
Oh, God.
Don't worry. There is no way in the world your wife ever watches this crap that we put out.
I love my wife.
I know you do. I know you do. Listen, I actually think that if you could only pick one person to be on a deserted island with, it would be her.
Sure.
You know how to deal with her. Can you imagine picking Gal Gadot or this other one?
Look at this.
Did you build the fire yet? Did you build the fire? That's all I need to know. Where's the shelter? There's no shelter. What are we gonna eat?
Turn your
Oh my
head.
God! There's nothing.
I see the fucking light pole in the corner. Turn your head.
Who?
You.
Oh.
Let it
Like
follow
this?
your head the other way.
Over here?
Yeah, there you go.
But I gotta talk him to. This is so uncomfortable.
Move your chair.
Walter, we need a new producer. I think.
That's fine.
Well, no, we can't. Walter's a great producer, man.
Go ahead, go scout for one.
Yeah, go ahead. See how far you get, jerk off.
I dare you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Walter. I take that back. And I'll never mention the deserted island again.
May
I
God
promise.
light the lightnings above me hit me.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, what the hell were we just talking? Oh my God.
The deserted island and the
something
girls
like that,
and
yeah. I don't know.
how I'm a piece of shit.
It was before the.
It was before that.
You were complaining about the post, and I was saying something, but I don't remember what it was now. Oh, about what it would be like to actually have these women on an island and how much they would complain. Oh, that's what it was. I was going to say, you wind up like a Ted Bundy date, man. Fucking killing them and just fucking them until they decompose. Yeah. There's enough shelter for you now, huh, bitch? Yeah. I got to be eating your brains. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, because that's the truth. Yeah. They do like to complain. Anyway, yeah, I don't know much about the Hollywood types. The one girl I would really like to meet, though, I really would. I think she seems really cool, and you can meet her for a price.
Who?
Buns? Vanessa Moon. No. Actually, I would like if I was going to meet one of them, it would actually be Vanessa Moon.
Vanessa Moon is the cook. Who's Vanessa?
No,
Moon?
no, she's the other chick.
The daddy shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
The daddy shirt. That's the one, baby. It's this one. And she's just so fucking pretty, man. Her. Yeah, if I was going to meet one of them, I think it would be her.
She kind of looks like a bitch.
Yeah, maybe in that picture.
You got more pictures?
Not in that one.
Yeah, that one, she seems a little submissive. So
Yeah.
for the right price, at least.
Oh, well, definitely. There's a price. But that's what I mean. I told you that thing about, like, when you're dying and just wanting to just fuck one more gorgeous girl, before you go. That's the one. Here you go, $5,000. Just let me bury it. Raw. It's got to be raw, too, because... Is that too graphic?
Just let me bury
it. We're not on OnlyFans. We're coming to OnlyFans.
You're gonna bury me.
We're coming to OnlyFans. We're gonna do a live on OnlyFans. Oh, we mentioned that already, right?
Yeah, we're waiting to get accepted.
We're doing porn reviews, right? Because I love porn. That's in our current obsessions. But we can't talk about porn because it's like always a thing for me.
Can't even say it.
Porn. No, we can say it because we're not getting monetized anyway.
Yeah.
But
that's how much of an outlaw we are.
But we can and we can put stills up on OnlyFans, so you can see these, you can see what we're talking about, and yeah, there you go. I told you, there you go. I love that shot. That was a great movie, man.
She's definitely the most useful out of all of them.
What's your favorite Tom Hanks movie? You Tom Hanks fan at all? Who's your favorite actor of all time? I'll ask you that.
That's a good question.
And I mean, I know it can change. It's hard to pin down one person. I got Jack Nicholson, I think, is my favorite actor of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I can't think of anybody who's more versatile than him. And I just look at the difference from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest to The Departed as a guy with an absolute range. And then, As Good as It Gets.
He's one of those
Easy
guys.
Rider.
He had a huge run, like by the time, but he was older.
Well, yeah, but he's been around forever. I mean,
But his
Chinatown was done when he was
his
fairly young.
early movies weren't that great.
Well, he did Chinatown. How old was he when he did Chinatown? He was in his 30s. You know,
I have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't think he was all that old. You know.
But I'm saying he wasn't anything close of like either a child actor or a teen actor. He came in as like
an adult.
An
yeah,
adult.
I think his first movie actually was before Easy Rider. I think Easy Rider was his second movie.
Honestly, it might be Leo for me.
I got to tell you something, and it's something you say that because he's up there as well. I got to tell you, Leonardo DiCaprio is another extremely versatile guy, man.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'd pick him. It might be Leo. I'm drawing a blank. I can't really think of.
No, I could listen. Leonardo DiCaprio, I can easily see that because again, you know, you talk about a body of work.
Yeah.
And that kid, Basketball Diaries really put me over because the first thing I saw of his, other than the show he was on, right? He was on, what was it, Silver Spoons or some shit like that. And I told you, I watched the thing because he did This Boy's Life with Robert De Niro, and I saw him in an interview, and he's like, "Yeah, me and Bobby," and I'm like,
you know, that was Robert De Niro though saying, "Just call me Bobby."
Yeah, but
he was basically the same height as Robert De Niro and everything. They were looking eye to eye.
Well, so I didn't give this kid any. I gave him no credence whatsoever. And then the next movie I saw was Titanic. That's cheesy bullshit. Like that, to me, anybody could have done that. Anybody could have played that part. They didn't need Leonardo DiCaprio to play that part. But then I saw.
Well, that was his moment into like A-list.
Oh yeah, that put him right into it.
Then after that, he was able to do whatever he wanted.
But I started watching shit that he did before that, which was Basketball Diaries was the next one I saw after Titanic. Basketball Diaries was just the scene alone. And here, I'm going to show it because who cares, right?
Because who cares?
What was I? Oh, Chinatown was 1974.
How old was he?
He was born in 37, so you know what? Well, I guess actually he was pushing 40.
That's what I'm saying.
He was pushing 40.
Once he started doing like good movies, he was a little bit older.
Yeah.
A lot of his early stuff was like, eh. And then
he did One Flew Over the. Yeah, I guess he was 39 when he did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, I guess you're right. Shining, he was 45. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Walter with the win.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on a second, because this was a great fucking... this scene. This was...
Miami.
We're back.
This is Live Golf Miami.
Why are they doing this? I pay for no fucking commercials.
Who is it?
Yeah, this is a great scene.
Let me in.
Let me in. Anybody who's done heroin or even been around people who've done heroin, get this fucking scene right here. Lorraine Bracco was great in this too.
Let me in, you fucking bitch.
Hey, Ma.
Fucking great, man.
Ma?
Everything about this scene
Ma?
was great.
Are you in there, Ma? Ma, is that you?
Yeah.
Ma? Ma? Are you there?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Ma. Hi. Hi. Listen, I need you to help me out, all right? I need you to give me some money. Okay? I need you to give me like $5, like $20, something like that, because I'm in some trouble. Ma? Do you hear me, Ma?
Yeah, I hear you. I can't help you.
Okay, listen.
Okay,
what you gotta do is give me some money, okay?
Jim, I can't do that.
Why not? Mom, you know
I'm not gonna do anything with it. I need to go out of town for a little while because I got into some trouble and I need some help with it. Okay, so you gotta give me some money, Mom. Can you hold my hand?
Yeah,
Mom.
hold your hands.
Mom, can you give me some money, please? Mom, can you give me some money, please? Stop fucking around.
I can't.
Mom, give me some fucking money, please. What are you doing? I'm your son.
I don't have any.
Mom, don't fuck around like this. Give me some money. Mom! Come on. Let me in the fucking door.
Yo, dude.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Let me in. I need some money. I need some money real bad. Oh, fuck.
Someone's breaking into my apartment. They have a knife.
Mom. You don't understand, Mom. You don't know what you're fucking doing to me. Mom, I'm in pain. How could you do this to your son, you bitch? You fucking bitch!
Yo, dude.
Let me in. I'll do anything. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy, Mom, if you let me in. Get off me! Get off! No! No! You fucker! You're not gonna do this! Fuck you! No! Don't do this! No!
What a great scene. And scene. That is what makes Leonardo DiCaprio a great fucking actor.
Yeah, for me it's Leo or maybe Denzel. I like Denzel too.
I love Denzel Washington, and I love his movies.
Leo might have a little more range on him though.
I think I think he's got range on Jack
Because
as well.
Denzel was amazing in John Q too.
What?
Denzel tends to
Much
play a lot of like Denzel, like things are made for him, and Leo kind of could jump from character to character.
He's a lot like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I've never really seen a bad Denzel Washington movie. I've never come away from watching a Denzel Washington movie and said, I don't know. I mean, but you look like you talk about range. I mean, Denzel, he played in what was that? His first. What the fuck?
Which one?
And he played in the Black Battalion during the Civil War. Pride, was it?
Oh,
Pride?
Glory.
Glory. I knew it was one word. And that he did a great job in that. I remember his first role. I think it was his first role anyway. Was a film called Carbon Copy. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was old. When did he do that one? And I think that was his first movie.
I think so too.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, he's a great actor as well.
Samuel L. Jackson too. Like
but
even
Samuel L. Jackson does
what
anything.
What I like about Samuel L. Jackson is if he's in a shitty movie, I could still enjoy Samuel L. Jackson.
I guess. You see, the thing is, I've never really seen Denzel in a shitty movie, and he does have a lot of range. When you look at his different movies, like Flight, I got to tell you, Flight was
great.
a phenomenal movie. And then Book of Eli, which really got panned, man. People didn't like it that much. I thought it was great.
I've never seen it.
It was great. Really?
Yeah, I never watched it.
Mila Kunis was in it, too. It was like a dystopian future. And he's carrying, he has the, like...
I'm usually not into that type of movie, so maybe that's it.
Oh.
I could give it a shot, though.
No, it was a good movie. All the people are eating people. It was really cool. I thought it was a good movie. I've seen it a couple of times as well. But Malcolm X, I mean, and remember, so he's got a wide range, actually, when you think of, like, his body of work.
That's why I said it's a toss-up between the two.
Yeah, fuck Jack Nicholson.
I like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. I guess, you know what? One of my favorite
Jack
movies...
Nicholson has range, too. It's not like he doesn't.
Well, one of my favorite movies of all time, seriously, is As Good as It Gets.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good one.
I love that movie.
And it's a romantic comedy.
Without Jack Nicholson, there's no movie.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not tuning in because I can't stand Helen Hunt. For whatever
Everyone else
reason,
was
I can't
kind of
stand
like
her.
interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, Greg Kinnear did a great job. Helen Hunt is just Helen Hunt. And she, no matter what she does, she just comes off like a cunt. You know, Helen Cunt.
It's too
really
easy.
does.
It was right there.
Exactly. You know, it's a softball. No, but she does. She just doesn't seem... She comes across to me, even in her acting, she doesn't come across as a nice person. Like I
stick
look
up
at
her
her,
ass. Yeah.
I look at her and I say, like, I think Sandra Bullock would have done a better job in that role, to be honest with you.
I like Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, and Sandra Bullock comes across as a real person. I don't know what she's really like. I mean, for all I know, she's a stuck-up cunt, but she acts. She's a better actress, I think. I don't think Helen Hunt is a great actress. I just she was adequate in that role. I like the woman who played her mother better in that movie. But without Jack Nicholson in that role, there's a scene, again, and I can bring it up, but there's a scene when they're in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And before he says a word, he communicates everything with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He does this thing across his forehead, and he's talking about pills and how much he hates pills.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, it's, here, hold on. Yeah, we could do this. I just talk about fucking great movie roles. Let's see, restaurant.
Hey, we go live, baby.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Whatever the fuck happens, happens.
I'm not rocking with a lot of this.
Yeah, see, so why do they keep here? Let me.
Are you signed out of your normal thing?
No, it's just no, I'm in it.
I can't stand ads.
That's me.
Don't listen to this if you want to be a sponsor. Because I will gladly read your sponsorship.
Oh, sure. We have sponsors. We're going to film the spots now. We have the Ted Bundy Date Kit. That's a sponsor that decided to come with us. The Gabby Petito Survival Kit, which is another sponsor we're taping for today. We have a foundation from Papua New Guinea. It's a cookbook that they're having us sponsor that as well. What was the other one? There was another one that we
got one on the wraps. We'll keep it a special secret.
Let's see. Here.
Try this.
No, this isn't it. That's not it. That's not it. That's the diner scene. That's a diner. That's not a restaurant. Although it is funny, though. There are Jews at my table. It's fucking... See, only Jack Nicholson could get away with that, right? Here.
You want to dance?
Well, I've been thinking about that since you
This is what makes Jack Nicholson Jack Nicholson. Right here.
brought it up before.
And?
No.
That's
Look at this
good, right?
place. They make me buy a new outfit. They let you in a house dress. I don't get it.
See, I don't think she's acting.
Wait,
right.
no, wait, why?
It's like just being...
Where are you going? No, why? I mean, well, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, you gotta sit down. You can still give me the dirty look. Just sit down and give it to me.
Here it comes.
Pay me a compliment, Melvin. I need one. Quick. You have no idea how much what you just said hurt my feelings.
The minute someone gets that they need you, they threaten to walk out.
A compliment
Never
is
fails.
something nice about somebody else.
She sounds like the people
Now or
who
never.
read the script behind the camera.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
feeding the lines.
You know what it is? She acts like this is all beneath her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. She comes across as somebody who thinks all of this, like Faye Dunaway, I always felt that way about too. You know? They think they're Meryl Streep, but they're not. They're Marilyn Monroe.
And mean it.
Hear it right here. Watch this. That's great.
Yeah. Yes.
Can we order first?
Yes.
Because then can
Because
we order first?
All
Like,
he had to
yeah.
do was read the line,
Right.
Can we order first?
Yeah.
But it's all the mannerisms and the acting leading up to it.
And that's acting 101 right there. That's what it means to convey yourself without saying a word.
That's what I love about a lower tier Jack Nicholson, but Nicolas Cage.
Because Nicolas Cage is funny, man. His
I love
movies are
Nicolas
really
Cage.
real on or real off. Like,
yeah.
Because he's another one. He's like Tom Hanks, and who was the other one that you mentioned? Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
They'll take anything. Like, they'll do it. These people don't know about turning down scripts. You know, they just do it. It's a paycheck to take it, and it shows.
Yeah, what the hell is Nicolas Cage spending his money on that he has to just take shit?
Cars and pussy.
Wow. In that order, you think?
I don't know. No.
Well, yeah, because you got to get the car to get the pussy.
That's not true.
But then again, he doesn't
Pussy
need the car.
is far more expensive than the cars. The pussy's far more expensive.
Well, I meant in the
Especially-
order. Like, what does he
especially-
get first?
Especially if it's raw. Well, at this point, it's the pussy. The pussy comes before the cars. But from what I understand, he has
Don't
an
put the car
extensive
before the
car
horse.
collection. Huh?
Don't put the cart before the horse.
Well, the horse is more expensive than the cart, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's some horsepower in that girl.
Which girl?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Whatever fucking girl we're talking about. Play this bitch.
Okay.
Think so? 2 hard shell crab dinners, pitcher ice cold beer, baked or fries.
Fries.
1 baked, 1 fried.
I'll tell your waiter.
Okay. Now, I got a real great compliment for you, and it's true.
So afraid you're about to say something awful.
Don't be pessimistic.
It's the facial
Not your
expressions.
style. Okay. Here I go. Clearly a mistake. I've got this, ailment? My doctor, a shrink that I used to go to all the time, he says that in 50 or 60% of the cases, a pill really helps. I hate pills. Very dangerous thing, pills. Hate. I'm using the word hate here. About pills. Hate. My compliment is, that night when you came over and told me that you would never... all right, well, you were there. You know what you said. Well, my compliment to you is, the next morning, I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
Selfish bitch.
You make me want to be a better man.
Oh, what you gotta say now?
Yeah, we need a panty pad now, don't we, honey, huh? See that look? That's fucking great. And here's another scene. I'm going to show one more. Hold on. We can bang this thing up if you want. Now, I don't know if you know this. Yeah.
Man makes his own way. No one gives it to you. Have to take it. Non serviam.
James Joyce.
Smart, Colin. Guineas from the North End down Providence try to tell me what to do. And something maybe happened to him. Maybe like that. She fell funny.
That was improvised.
Yeah.
Francis, you really should see somebody.
When you decide to be something,
That
you
was
can
great.
be it.
That was a great
They don't
scene.
tell you in the church. When I was your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals. Today, what I'm saying
And one of my
is
favorites.
this.
There's another great actor, by
When
the
you're
way.
facing a loaded...
Is what's his face? The one who played him older. What's his name?
Oh,
Matt Damon. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Matt Damon. I think he's a good actor, but he's not my cup of tea. I like him in some things.
Well, you don't like tea though, so that makes sense.
I drink tea.
You're a coffee drinker. You should say that's not my cup of coffee.
Yeah, whatever. He's not my cup of
You're
coffee.
trying to be like some fag
You
British
just
guy.
you just want to hear my Brooklyn accent. He's not my cup of coffee.
Yeah, trying to be some fag British guy over there, Walter. Is that what this is?
No.
So
Matt
what is-
Damon's alright.
Give me another one of your favorite scenes in the movie.
Favorite scenes in a movie with Leo or
Anybody. We're looking at scenes in the movie.
Put me on a spot here.
5,000 movies this fucking guy's got.
Shit, there's so many. I don't know. You know when there's like an influx of information, you can't just grab one.
No, I don't. I can grab information all the time.
All right.
But I'm smart, Walter.
I'll go fuck myself. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh
shit. See, in this,
because I'm trying not to think of like a typical one. Maybe something that you even haven't
okay,
seen.
you want to say, God.
Shit. What are you putting on? Oh, okay. I would have said the car scene after this.
Which car scene?
When
From
he's
Spun?
talking about his mom, Mickey Rourke. I thought that was a fucking real scene right there. What the fuck? Somebody recorded this from a
Yeah,
phone?
it's a shitty fucking.
Try to see if they have the Mickey Rourke part. Mickey Rourke car scene spun. Mother. Somebody got so excited by watching Spun that they decided to whip out their phone to record it off their TV and insist on putting their thumb in the upper left corner. That's not it. That one's a funny speech.
Which, this one?
The second one where they're in the porn shop.
It was a good movie. It really was. I enjoy it. The cook. I'm just killing what I can't take care of.
That's it.
He's a good actor too.
I remember at a time, I tell you, I was little, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, something like that. We had this old dog and had a litter of puppies. And I walked in the bathroom one day and my mother was standing there, kneeling down. The dog had a litter of about 8. My mother was bending over and she was killing each one of these little puppies in the bathtub. And I remember I said, "Why?" She said, "I'm just killing what I can't take care of." Then my mama said to me, she looked at me and she said, "I wish I could do that to you." Maybe she should have. Yeah.
He really acted that out well.
Yes,
It's-
that was a great scene.
Again,
yeah.
it's just those mannerisms in between the words,
Yeah.
the feeling that gets put into it.
Well, when people wonder what makes great acting, I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's not just in the words or whatever. I mean, it's in conveying that.
Yeah.
But there would be no words without writers. I think writers are the most important thing because that's great writing.
That's when Robert De Niro was at his best too. when he was taking good roles, and he had like that same thing to him. You take nothing. I told you to buy nothing. Like
yeah, with Rebecca De Mornay, Raging Bull. You're talking about, yeah.
Well, the Goodfellas part, I told you to buy nothing, but yeah, like the Raging Bull scene too.
Yeah.
Like he was in the character. The good actors get lost in the acting.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones.
You ever think anybody else?
You ever?
Oh, he was a lunatic.
This is a sick fuck.
He was a lunatic.
Like yeah, but there are a lot. I know a lot of guys that think like this.
Yeah,
yeah. I know
it's like
Nicky, my friend Nick,
it's this
ex-friend
real
Nicky.
old school like fucking roughneck alpha
Guinea
type
bullshit. This
Guinea,
is
Russian,
your people. Yeah. Well, Irish too. The Irish.
What is it, like European? It's just like this very macho. I mean, I'm sure it's in other cultures too.
Yeah, the blacks and Hispanics are into it too.
It's men.
Yeah.
We are the problem.
This is a great.
You know, like when we make love.
I love you.
She was great in this movie too.
She was.
How come you said that thing
Can you
about
turn
Jimmy?
the volume up on your end?
What did I say?
It's all the way
Said
up.
he had a pretty face.
Ever noticed his face?
Well, how come you said that then?
I don't even know what I said. I don't even know what he looks like. Go to sleep.
Sick fuck. What a sick fuck. And he can't get it out of his head.
Pretty boy, that she said was cute.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so pretty no more.
I don't know. In a way, good for you, Rob. You can do it for us.
And the poor bastard doesn't even know why. How did they not stop this fight?
You're not going down. Yeah, it would have been stopped at this point. Break his fucking face. Break his face. Yeah, Bobby. Bust that nose open.
It's a great scene. She was beautiful, man.
Oh, that's right. He was supposed to.
He ain't pretty no more. Great scene. Anyway, Robert De Niro. He was our over the hill bitch of the week. He was the first one we did 4 weeks ago.
Official.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
and he is. He's a fucking douche. Go away now. Yeah, that's a great scene. That's it. Yeah. Any more? We got anything else you want to look at?
I gotta think of some for next time, I guess.
I think one of the most moving scenes was the end of Saving Private Ryan.
I wonder if they took us off because of the. They might have kicked us off.
For what? For showing clips?
Stream suspended for policy violation.
When did they do it?
It was just now, so it may have been
Raging Bull.
fucking cunt.
That's all right. You see how I